All right, guys, welcome back to the Southern Chaos YouTube channel. As you can tell, Spanky's got the whole front end off of her. Nash is over there chilling. What you doing, boy? What are you doing? Monster truck goes boom? How about the race car? Goes fast? Real fast. Now we're out here. It's a little bit cold. Just got back from Las Vegas. Went out to SEMA show, went out and hung out with a couple old friends. Very good time, but we are back better than ever, other than it being a little bit cold. I'm surprised by the cold weather. Don't make fun of my get up, but we are going to Mod Nationals at South Georgia Motorsports Park this weekend. It's all done up by Justin Young. I met him over the internet, and I'm super excited that they are doing a push rod. You're able to have a push rod combination to run Mod Nationals. I know that's crazy. It kind of sounds crazy. You want juice? All right. But so Justin Young and them, this is my first time ever doing the Mod Nationals event. Why I'm excited is because back when I was young, when I started racing, I used to run an event called Fun Ford Weekend, all Fords. And it's kind of like NMRA, but all Fords, which is pretty cool. All we race with is big block Chevys, LS, swap, everything, blah, blah, blah. So it is cool to be able to go to an event that is only Fords to see where we stand with other Ford powered cars. It's gonna be a good event. It's mainly modular powered cars, 4.6s, Coyotes, 5.4s, things like that. But the no time class, there's allowed to be Ford push rod motors. So we're excited. We love SGMP in South Georgia. It's a great track. It's where I personally ran one of my fastest numbers in Spanky. So I'm super excited to get the car with the new setup up there, because after Gainesville's trap speed, we should be able to knock off about another 10th or two easily off our personal best. And this thing's gonna get down. Let me show you what I got going on here. So what I went ahead and did was took the turbo off, kept everything else in place. This stuff, it's all custom. Band-Aids you can get at Walmart. But intercooler setup, if you guys haven't seen this thing before, it is air to water. I put the ice and the water up top, keep the intercooler cold. And this car does not run on M1. If it did, I could do away with all that stuff. But I like the simplicity of just putting ice in there, tuning it off Q16, and everything goes pretty easy. But our main problem, here's our turbo, and I can now tell you guys what size it is. It is a 102 Precision. It's pretty solid size turbo, bigger than what I expected to jump to, but I did it because the price I got on it, and I knew I could work off of it. But this back housing, we just went to a smaller one than what has been on the car the past two events. And why we did that is because we have a big spooling problem. We dropped down to the 1.0. I had a 140. So we went from extreme to small to see if this truly is gonna work. If we can get that, my 60 foot and my 330 numbers are terrible. Out the back is insane. So we're trying to get a happy medium by going to the smaller housing. Now, yes, we still are able to mess with the timing and mess with other things to get this thing to spool quicker, but a lot of cars are running M1, which they light faster with these giant turbos. We are not. We're running Q16, so the spool process is a little bit tougher. I have the cubic inch. It's a 400 cubic inch small block. So I have the torque and the cubic inch to be able to make this work, but it is a trial and error. And we are super excited to be able to put this on there. Precision hooked us up, swapped us out with the 1.0 housing for free. This is a $900 piece, and they were able to exchange it with me. So putting this thing on there for Georgia, getting ready to bolt it up, back together, put the car back together, and I'm super excited. Hopefully get this thing fired up tonight. All right, all back together. Everything's snugged down. Silicone to base. Good to go. See if we can fire it up. I got this new trickle charger. So it should have been just charging away since it's been parked. See if it'll fire up. Well, guys, as you can tell, she comes up on the chip a lot freaking faster. Matt is on his way up here from Blacklist. He's going to be downloading version 6, V6, whatever you want to call it, on my laptop. And he is unable to make it up Thursday for Mod Nationals, but I'm going to be remotely tuning it with Matt on my own, so I'm pretty freaking excited about that. But he's on his way up here this afternoon. He's going to check over my work, make sure everything is good to go. Sounded good in the video, but hey, sometimes some little things on these, on the cold side or the hot side can be a little bit off and cause an intercooler leak or any kind of leak. Like you saw a couple of videos back on our wastegate, we had a little bit of one of our wastegate V-bands was a little bit off, and we had a boost leak. So he's coming up here to check that out and show me some stuff on the laptop. And we're gonna get Spanky loaded up, maybe do a couple more hits when he gets up here just to log. That right there should have been about 6 to 7 pounds of boost. So when he gets here, we'll pull that log and see what it is. And Spanky's sounding good. I'm super excited for this event. It's gonna be a freaking blast. And the spool time, I mean, in my head, I counted, but seemed like it was about 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. Helicopter. But before it took 5.7 to 6.2 to get on the chip. 5.7 on the brake, just mashing it and flooring it. If you count in your head 5.5, 6 Mississippis, that's how long Mississippis, because that's the real way to count. That's how long it was on the chip. And as you can tell from the video, it seemed way more responsive to get up on that targeted boost. So let's pull a log, see what it looks like. All right, got the hood back on. Show you a little bit on this log. We commanded the 7 pounds, made 5 last night. I could have lifted a little bit early, but that's totally fine with us. Everything looks good, the curve looks good. When it hits the chip, I think we had it at about 4250 on the leave. Everything looks good. So Matt's out there connecting the version 6 to my laptop. I'm loading up the trailer. Nash is playing. Got the trailer all cleaned out because we're going to be sleeping in here and the motorhome. Going to have the big rig again, but got all my shit together in here. A couple new tool sets, handy dandy towels, a bunch of GoPro mounts, and then I went ahead and bought everything to do an oil change when we get up there. New spark plugs and an oil change on Spanky. What you think, bud? Oh, okay. Oh, you got a lug nut, huh? Hey, we're getting ready to load this thing up. Whew. Loaded up. That's a wrap. Got big Spanky loaded down. Golf cart loaded down. We're out of here. Leaving tomorrow morning about 5:30, 6 o'clock. We are Mod Nationals bound. I'm super freaking excited. So, thanks as always, guys. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you think Spanky's gonna do this weekend. Whole different animal. I know it sounds crazy just by changing the back housing, but this right here should, knock on wood, wherever. I'm in a metal building, but this thing should help the spool process, and we should be able to really dial it in. Georgia is very close to Bradenton, not as good as Wade's prep, but better than Gainesville, so we should really be able to lay it down and get this thing going. If anything, we'll loosen the front struts and we'll pull some wheelies and get some good pictures. So stay tuned. Catch y'all later.